Welcome back to Max with RP. We are now going to solve problems involving linear equations in two variables. We will solve a few case study questions, a few word problems, and we will also explore graphs of linear equations in two variables. Now, this is a case study question. A test consists of true or false questions. 1 mark is awarded for every correct answer, while quarter mark is deducted for every wrong answer. So a student knew answers to some of the questions, some he guessed. He answered 120 questions in all and scored 95 marks. The first question is, if answer to all the questions that he attempted by guessing were all wrong, then what is the number of questions he answered correctly? Okay, so let us first fix the variables. So let x be the number of correct responses because he knew the answer. Let y be the answers that he got by guessing. So x is knowing and y is guessing. Okay, together how many questions he has answered? 120 questions. So x plus y equal to 120. Now, because he answered x questions correctly, he is going to get 1 mark for each of them. So if you look at the total number of marks, for x, he will get x marks. And for y, he will lose, because y were all done by guessing and they were all wrong, he will lose quarter mark for each question. So for y questions, he will lose y into 1 by 4 marks. So x minus 1 by 4 into y is equal to, so how much marks did he score? 95. So there are true or false questions. Some he answers because he knows the answers. Some he guesses. So let x be the number of questions he is answering because he knows the answers. Let y be the number of questions he is answering because he only by guessing, because he does not know the answers. Okay. Now x, since he has answered 120 questions in all, x plus y equal to 120. Now, how much marks he has scored? 95. How is that calculated? For every correct answer, he gets 1 mark. Since he has answered x correctly, he will get x marks for all the correct responses. However, the ones that he had guessed were all wrong. That is the question. If answer to all the questions he attempted by guessing were all wrong, then he is going to lose quarter mark for each question. How many has he guessed? Y. So how much will he lose? Y into 1 by 4. So x minus 1 by 4 y equal to 94. So aren't they two linear equations in two variables, namely x and y? Why are they linear? The degree of the variable is 1, the highest power of the variable. Here both x and y are variables. What is the highest power? 1. That is why they are linear equations. We have an equal to sign. That is why they are linear equations. Therefore, x plus y equal to 120. Let me multiply this equation throughout by 4. 4x minus y equal to, I am multiplying this by 4. 380. Now adding, whenever you have minus y and plus y, what is the best way of resolving? Adding, because your y will get cancelled. You will get 5x equal to 500. Therefore, x equal to 100. So, how many questions he is answering correctly is 100. How much is he guessing? That is y. So we know that x plus y is 120. So 100 plus y is 120. So y equal to 20. So this is the number of questions he is answering correctly. This is the number of questions he has guessed, and last quarter mark for each response. Now, if answers to all the questions he attempted by guessing were wrong and he answered 80 correctly, then how many marks he got? So, to all the questions he attempted by guessing were wrong. So, all the y questions that he is attempting is wrong. And he got 80 correctly. Okay, then how many marks did he get? So, 80 minus 1 by 4 into y, which is 20. Sorry, this is 120. One by 4 into 40, because 80 is answered correctly. So you will get 10, 80 minus 10, 70. So 70 is the answer. See, he answered 80 correctly. That means how many he answered wrong by guessing 40. For that 40, you will lose 1 by 4 into 40, 10 marks. So the number of marks that he scores is 70. If answer to all questions he attempted by guessing were wrong, and the number of questions answered correctly is to score 95 marks is, that is, x by 1 by 4 into y, he has got 95 marks. If answer to all questions he attempted by guessing were wrong, so he is losing 1 by 4 into y. And the number of questions answered correctly, we do not know. But we know the total score, which is 95. So you have to find what is the value of x. Now, but we know x is what? X plus y is 120. So if x plus y is 120, y is 120 minus x. So if you look at this equation x minus 1 by 4 into 120 minus x equal to 95. We have to solve this equation. So what will you get if you multiply this equation throughout by 4? 4x minus 120 plus x equal to 4 into 5, 20, 36, 380. So 5x is equal to 500. So x equal to 100. See, 4x minus 120 plus x is equal to 95. Is equal to 95 into 4. I am multiplying this equation throughout by 4. So I will get 380. So 4x plus x, 5x is equal to, what will you get? 380 plus 120, which is 500. So x is 100. Are you all able to follow? Is it clear? Is this case study clear? We'll pass on to the next case study. This is another interesting problem. See, we are looking at problems which are reducing to linear equations in two variables. Ravish is planning to buy a house. To buy a house where layout is given below. This is the layout. You have a bedroom, there's a bathroom, there is a kitchen, and then you have some space. This is another bedroom, living room. This distance is given to be 15. Here you have 5 to 5. Here you have x, 2 and y. Now, the pair of linear equations in two variables describing this situation. So, what is it that you observe? So, this is, this is x and this is 2 and this is y. You also notice it is a rectangular shape. The entire thing is in the form of a rectangle. So, the opposite sides must be equal. So, from that you get x plus 2 plus y equal to 15, or x plus y equal to 13. So that is one equation. Okay. Then what else is given? The design and the measurement has been made such that the area of the 2 bedrooms and the kitchen together is 95 meters square. The areas of the kitchen and the 2 bedrooms. What is the area of 1 bedroom? 5x. This is also 5x. So 5x plus 5x, area is length into breadth, plus that of the kitchen. Kitchen length will be what? This is y, this is x. So plus 5y. So this is the total area of the 2 bedrooms and the kitchen area, and that is given to be what? 95. So 10x plus 5y equal to 95. So simplifying by dividing by 5, 2x plus y equal to 19. So 2x plus y is 19, x plus y is 13. So let me call this as equation 2. So which is the right option? X plus y is 13, but 2x plus y is 19. So this is the correct option. So we are equating the opposite sides of a rectangle, and then we are also using the fact that the areas of the 2 bedrooms along with the kitchen together is equal to 95 square meters. Now what is the perimeter? The perimeter and the area of the house respectively. So the perimeter will be what? Perimeter is equal to what? Twice of length plus breadth. This is twice of, what is length now? Is 15. What is breadth now? 5, 10 plus 2, 12. 27 into 2, 54 meters. So the perimeter is 54 meters. Now what will be the area? Now the area will be what? 50 length into breadth, right? Which is 15 into 12. What is 15 into 12? 180. 180 meters square. So 54 and 180 meters square. What is the value of xy? We have not solved the equations yet. X plus y equal to 13. 2x plus y equal to 19. So subtracting, what will you get? The y gets cancelled. Minus x equal to minus of 6. So x equal to 6. If x is 6, x plus y is 13. So y will be 13 minus 6, which is 7. So x is 6 and y is 7. So what will be the value? 42. What is the cost of laying tiles in the kitchen at the rate of 70 per meter square. So what is the area of the kitchen? Now area of kitchen. Okay, what is the area of the kitchen? Y into 5. 5y is 5y. For each meter square, what is the rate? 70. So 5y into 70, which is 5 into, what is y? Y 7 into 70. That is 35 into 70, which is 0. 2450. So 2450 is the answer. So these are very simple sums actually. What is interesting here is you are applying, you should know how to translate the given problem into linear equations in two variables. The ability to solve, understand the word problem, understand what is asked, understand what is given, and connect them both. Is it clear? Next problem. The sum of the ages of a father and his son in years is 65 and twice the difference of their ages is 50. Find the age of the father. Okay. So let the age of the father, let the age of the father be X. Let the age of the son be Y. Now what is given? The sum of their ages is 65. So X plus Y is 65. X plus Y is 65. Then what else is given? Twice the difference of their ages. 2 times the difference of their ages is X minus Y is 50. So X minus Y equal to 25. Very simple problem. So adding your Y will get cancelled. 2X equal to 90 or X equal to 45. So the age of the father is 45 years. So this is a simple multiple choice questions. As you know, case studies and multiple choice questions are going to be an integral part of your assessment. In any exam, any paper, you will find case studies and you will find multiple choice questions. Now you have to find the area of the triangle formed by the lines y equal to x, x equal to 6 and y equal to 0. So you have, first let me draw and then I will also show this using GeoGebra. So y equal to x is this line. It is y equal to x means you will pass through 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, etc. This is y equal to x. And y equal to 0 is the x-axis. This is y equal to 0. This is x equal to 0. This is y equal to x. And then what is the line? X equal to 6. X equal to 6, if this is 6, x equal to 6 is a line which is parallel to the y-axis. Okay. So we want to find the area of this triangle. So what is the area? Area equal to half into base into height, which is half into 6 into, what will be the height? What is this point of intersection? When x is 6, y will also be 6 because what is the equation of the line? Y equal to x. So every point on that line will satisfy the coordinate. If x is 1, y is 1. When x is 2, y is 2. When x is 3, y is 3. So when x is 6, y is going to be 6. So the area will be this 36 by 2, which is 18 square units. So we have y equal to 6. What are the equations we have? Y equal to x and x equal to 6. So let me plot it here. Y equal to x, y equal to x, right? And I have x equal to 6. X equal to 6. Okay. Now I can use this and zoom in. Okay. Now, what is this point? So, x equal to 6. So, this is x equal to 6. And this is, is the x-axis, which is y equal to 0. Sorry. Now, what will be the area of this triangle? We want to find the area of the triangle. I can use the polygon tool. So, this is point, this point, this point, and this point. So, can you find the area? So, what will be the area of this triangle? Area of this triangle is nothing but half into, what is this point? 6. So, half into 6. What is this point? This is also 6. So, half into 6 into 6, which is 18. If you want to verify, you can see here, this is 6. This is also 6. What is your A? A is 6. So, the height is 6. The base is C. C is also 6. So, the area will be half into 6 into 6, which is 36. Let's go to the next problem. So, you have to find the area of the triangle formed by the lines x equal to 3, y equal to 4 and x equal to y. What is the area of the triangle formed by the lines x equal to 3, y equal to 4, 3 and 4 and x equal to y. Okay, so we'll open a new page. So we have x equal to 3. So in the input box, we will type x equal to 3 and then you have y equal to 4 and you also have y equal to x. Okay, so you have to find the area of the triangle which is bounded by y equal to x, x equal to what is y is 4 and x is 3. Now let me take the polygon tool. So this is the area A, B and C. Okay. So what is the area of A, B, C? You can see this is 1 unit and this is also 1 unit. So half into base into height. Base is 1 unit, height is also 1 unit. So half into 1. So 0.5 is the area. 0.5 will be the area. So which is what we were using. So what is the area? Half square units. So in order to visualize graphs, the best tool is GeoGebra. I want you all to use GeoGebra more frequently so that you can visualize the mathematical concepts much better. I hope you enjoyed this session. We used GeoGebra to understand the graphs. We also did two case studies, and we also worked out a word problem, all of them involving linear equations in two variables. Please go through the video completely. Okay, spend enough time to take in the concepts so that the fundamentals are becoming much clearer, and I'm waiting to solve more and problems with you. So until next time, it's goodbye. Do not forget to share, subscribe and like. Please practice a lot of problems. Wishing you the very best, and until next time, again it's goodbye.